Welcome, everybody. Let's talk about the earthquake warning that I put out about 6, 7 days ago. You can see that video right here on my YouTube channel. Earthquake 7.0 plus warning. That was on January 13th. As I'm doing this video today is January 20th. So this was 7 days after I made this video and this warning. You can just type that in on YouTube if you want to watch that. Get us realist. Just do that like that. Click enter, and you're going to get my channel at the top with the. Well, you'll probably get this. You'll see the Texas flag. Get us realist. Click on that, and click on videos, and you'll see my latest videos here. Okay, and here's the one, like I said, 7 days ago. You can watch that. It's a pretty good video. Talk about what I thought was going to happen, okay? All right, so in that video I said that within 2 weeks I thought there would be a 7.0 or greater earthquake. Okay, so here we are 6, 7 days later. What has happened, if anything? Let's go over to, this is one of the sites I visit frequently. It's called volcanodiscovery.com. You can go check this out if you want to. They also have earthquakes on here. This thing keeps playing games with me. We switch that. So Volcano Discovery, volcanodiscovery.com. So what's it say here? This was posted 3 days ago. Major magnitude 7.1 earthquake. Okay, Molucca Sea, I think it's pronounced, 291 kilometers northeast of Manado. Okay, this is Indonesia. Sulawesi, maybe Sulawesi. I think it's North Sulawesi, Indonesia. Okay. Forgive me if I'm butchering the pronunciation. So that was over here. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Major magnitude 7.1. So it says here, Indonesia was shaken near, I think that's pronounced Tobelo. Okay. North Maluku. Right, earthquake, this says 7.2. Only 21 minutes ago, the United States USGA survey reported. Wow. Very serious earthquake. So if you want to know where that is on the Google Maps, it's a little bit easier to kind of get a feel for where this is at. It's obviously north of Australia here. Yeah. Right here. So it was northeast of this, so northeast, probably somewhere right around here, right about the tip of that arrow. Somewhere in this area was the actual earthquake. So it happened in the bottom of the ocean. And I warned about this potential for a strong earthquake somewhere in the world. And I felt like 7.0 or greater was going to happen. Sure enough, it happened. 6 days later, I'm working on a methodology right now that helps me identify when the greatest possibility for earthquakes, and I basically mean significant earthquakes, 6.0 or higher. This one I was pretty certain was going to be 7.0 or higher within that 2 week period, just from the data that I was looking at. And I kind of, if you watched that previous video that I talked about earlier in this video on my YouTube channel, I kind of stumbled across some data that I was studying and analyzing, actually for other purposes, financial world and trading and so on and so forth. And I realized there was a correlation with some data in regards to earthquakes. So that's why I put that video out, to see how accurate it was going to be. And it was unfortunately very accurate. So where do we stand right now today? Excuse me. Um, there's also a possibility here in the next day or two of another very strong earthquake. It may not happen. It's not as I'm not as certain about this earthquake in a day or two or three as I was, I should say, about this 7.1 that happened. Um, but there are certain times within like a week or two um, on each side of certain events that earthquakes are much more likely, and the magnitude of the increased magnitude coincides with certain events. Okay, I won't dive too deep into what that is right now. I'm still exploring the data myself, and I'm going to try to shorten the predictive time frame. You know, right? The last video I said 2 weeks. That was about as good as I could do back then. I may not be able to change that time frame for now, but I'll try to narrow the time frame a little bit if I can. But the real big one is trying to narrow down at least an approximation, of where. That's much harder. So I'm going to keep working on this and see where this takes me. But for now, I just want to say that there is a possibility, though maybe not quite as great as it was, but in the next couple days, 2-3 days, there could be another big earthquake. And that could be high sixes, maybe even above 7. Could happen. Okay. And then my guess is probably 3 or 4 weeks, maybe 5, could be 2. I don't really know yet. I got to look at the data. But, there's a likelihood of some significant earthquakes coming up probably in a few weeks. But I can't pinpoint exactly when that's going to be yet because I haven't, I've been so busy. I haven't had time to look at the data yet. Okay. So there it is. Predicting this earthquake was, it's not really something. Knowing these kind of things ahead of time is not always a pleasant thing, because you are talking about the possibility of significant loss of life, yeah, and the possibility of significant damage to just infrastructure and people's property. And so it's not so easy when I think about these things and knowing ahead of time that an earthquake can happen. Yeah, it kind of, it's a two-edged coin. Knowing ahead of time, I'm a praying person. I believe in Jesus Christ, so that's helpful. Maybe I could pray about it. Somebody suggested that recently, so that's actually a good idea. So anyway, I want to put this video out there. I want everybody to know that I still think there's a possibility for a pretty big earthquake in the next few days. I don't know where. I know that's not extremely helpful, but there are earthquake-prone areas around the Earth. We know that much, right? Along some of the fault lines and the volcano lines, basically. Wherever there's a line of volcanoes, that's normally where we see earthquakes. And earthquakes can propagate thousands of miles. So something can happen in one area, and then thousands of miles away, you can get another earthquake a few days later. This is very common. So I'll be working on that as well to see, like I said, if I can pinpoint down the likelihood of location. Okay. So for those around the world that are in earthquake-prone areas, just be aware that in the next, I'm going to say 2 to 3, maybe 4 days, there could be a pretty big earthquake. All right, so that's it for now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I do provide a service for trading, which is normally what I do on this channel. I'll put that up here on the screen. I think I also have, so if you want to join that service, it's $5.99 a month, really super cheap. Okay, I discuss in videos every so often about what I think the market's going to do. I put out a nightly email for all my members, so Monday through Thursday, and sometimes I'll put a Sunday night email out as well, giving my opinion about what I think the stock market's going to do, and maybe some futures products and other things as well. And you get access to my Discord server, which I'm on there most days, 4 or 5 days a week at least, even sometimes on weekends, discussing with members what I think is going to happen and just people sharing. So you get access to that too. Okay, so if you want to join for that, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel first, because I think to join you have to be a subscriber. And then once you subscribe, there's a join button. I'll put it up on the screen here. You just click the join button and then you pay and go through. Also, I'll put up on the screen here as well. You go over to my new website, which is not finished yet, so I'm still working on it, but there's free registration over there. So if you want to go over there, you can register for free, because eventually I'm going to move all the membership off of YouTube and put it on my website. Now, I'll still do YouTube videos, so I'll still have this channel, but the membership and all the much more benefits can be done on the website. I can't do it on YouTube, right? It's just videos. But on my website, I can provide a lot more, not just content, but I can provide different services and products that'll help people, become better traders. Okay. So if that interests you, go over there as well and sign up for free registration. Okay. Hope you really enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.